Emily, the other Seraphim, though you can call me Em.
There are a plethora of unique and intriguing characters in Hazbin Hotel, but the best ones are the ones who abandon the status quo. Like Lucifer says in The Show Must Go On, Charlie's the first change to Pentagram City in 10,000 years. Her resilience and dedication to redeeming souls changed how heaven and hell interact, closing the gap between them more than ever. Like Lucifer, Charlie's bending the rules to benefit human souls, but she won't be the only one trying to change things in Season 2. Charlie has friends in high places as she befriended the Seraphim Emily during her trip to heaven, who shares her passion for protecting all human souls. However, Emily's connection to Charlie and Hell's sinners could lead to her fall from grace before the second season ends. In today's video, we're looking over all the signs pointing to Emily becoming a potential fallen angel.
We can't doubt ourselves or worry about the fates of demons when we have our own souls to protect.
Everyone knows the story about Lucifer Morningstar and how he became the first of the fallen. In the opening scene of Overture, Charlie narrates how her parents met, granted free will to humanity, and fell from heaven. At the same time, hell formed, giving Lucifer and Lilith a kingdom of sinners to rule over. While Lilith adapted to life as a monarch, Lucifer seemingly struggled with his new responsibilities. Lucifer was a creative and curious idealist in heaven, but has lost his spark since the fall. Unlike how most media portrays their version of Lucifer, Hazbin Hotel ensures his character doesn't come off as malicious, cruel, or needlessly dangerous. When Lucifer enters the series in Dad Beat Dad, he's overcoming a depressive episode due to his adult daughter wanting him in her life again. In the beginning, he does try convincing Charlie to stop putting so much energy into wayward sinners, only because he doesn't think they're capable of changing. It's not that Lucifer wants sinners to suffer, he just views their violent and mistrusting behavior as signs they ended up in hell for a reason. However, Charlie changes his mind, allowing the father-daughter duo to grow closer while supporting one another. By the end of the first season, Lucifer genuinely wants Charlie to continue following her dream. He acknowledges all the good she's doing, knows the oppressive system they need to change, and helps rebuild the Hazbin Hotel from scratch. In the end, the only quote-unquote sin Lucifer committed was daring to question and change how heaven interacted with humanity in the first place, like how Charlie is doing with her hotel.
Alright, I mean, look, I love that you want to see the best in people, but these sinners? You know, they're just the worst.
We spend the first season of Hazbin Hotel learning about the Morningstar's kingdom, specifically the uppermost Pride Ring, as it's the only location where human souls can travel and live. It's also where Adam's annual extinctions occur, meaning Charlie's placed herself in the center of the problems she's trying to solve. The Pride Ring, like the others, also has an abundance of crime and violence, and the residents there notoriously have bad days. In contrast, heaven feels like a walk in the park. Charlie and Vaggie have a chance to visit the Utopia in Welcome to Heaven. While there, they meet St. Peter at the front gates alongside Sarah and Emily, two high-ranking seraphim. The three angels give their guests a brief tour of heaven, explaining their human souls are some of the best and brightest, with remarkable achievements to their names. There are no worries or strife, with St. Peter going so far as to sweep the brimstone from Charlie's shoes off the ground. Heaven is considered perfect, and any variation from their pristine society is likely considered a risk. Charlie's desire to redeem sinners and send them to heaven will be a significant risk. She's directly opposing everything Adam, Sarah, and the other angels stand for, making her the prime target during the 6-month extermination. Although the extermination should be viewed as wrong because it's no better than a mass genocide of human souls, Sarah ignores the exorcist's behavior. Charlie and Emily claim that heaven doesn't follow its own rules, which allows angels to stay in heaven no matter what they do, as long as they don't interfere with their perfect society, as Lucifer and Charlie have done.
We are gathered here today to determine whether or not a soul in hell can be redeemed into the heavenly realm.
Emily could become the next fallen angel to join Lucifer in hell. She actively defies Sarah's actions in Welcome to Heaven, shaking her credibility as the entire Council of Angels breaks into infighting. Emily agrees with Charlie's views about redemption and disapproves of her colleagues' morally gray actions. She even agrees the method for handling hell's overpopulation needs to change, promising to help Charlie as the Princess of Hell's trial gets cut short. Emily genuinely seems like the only angel willing to give sinners a second chance, and she's almost as passionate about it as Charlie. The two women act as royals for their respective communities, responsible for maintaining the well-being of their subjects. They're also young and notably the next generation of leaders for their respective realms. Charlie has a song in Hello Rosie about coming into her own and playing the role provided to her by destiny, leading those in hell to a new beginning. As the younger seraphim, it's reasonable to assume Emily will one day have the same responsibilities as Sarah. Unfortunately, the parallels between Emily and Charlie end during the final scenes of Welcome to Heaven. Sarah warns Emily about questioning so many things about heaven, otherwise she could end up like Lucifer, fallen. The dialogue proves angels will cast out their kind if they threaten to change the narrative. Although residents like Sarah, Lute, and Adam behave poorly, partaking in actions that result in the permanent death of human souls, they have no consequences because they keep heaven running smoothly, completely unchanged from its first moments. The same isn't true of Lucifer, Lilith, and even Charlie, which resulted in their permanent existence in hell, where they must witness every bad thing humanity has used free will for.
How can I bring joy when I now know we are bringing misery to thousands of innocent people?
We also know angels are ruthless when they believe someone deserves to fall. We learn from Adam and Lute that before Vaggie became a resident in hell, she worked as a ruthless exorcist responsible for the death of countless sinners. However, encountering a child sinner causes her to hesitate, and when she spares his life, she faces dire consequences. Lute and Adam don't hold back when they sever Vaggie's wings and take her eye. They leave her wounded and incapable of returning to heaven because she questioned her role as an exorcist and hesitated to kill a child. As a viewer, Vaggie takes the morally correct path in sparing the sinner's life, even though they did something to end up in hell. With how quick angels are to condemn one another to life in the Seven Rings, it doesn't seem like it would take much for Emily to fall beside them, becoming the latest angel pushed out from her home because she tries to do the right thing. Sarah manages to stop her line of inquiry with threats, but Emily's desire to help sinners likely returned anew when a redeemed Sir Pentious appeared before her in The Show Must Go On. Emily's face visibly lights up when Sir Pentious shows up, likely because she recognizes him from the Hazbin Hotel or stories Charlie may have provided during her visit to heaven. With his arrival, he becomes living proof that redemption for sinners is possible, meaning Emily has every reason to question why heaven doesn't endorse Charlie's plan. The redemption path prevents overpopulation in hell through a peaceful solution, and since no one knows what admits a soul into heaven, only the deserving should ascend. Unfortunately, Sarah wasn't pleased to have Sir Pentious in heaven, meaning she didn't want him upsetting the delicate balance between her home and hell. Sarah also ordered the advanced extermination, meaning she knew the exorcists had attacked Charlie directly, making her a primary antagonist for the series. Her bond with Emily and their familiar love may keep her fellow Seraphim safe for now. However, Emily will likely befriend Sir Pentious and support Charlie throughout the second season, leaving Sarah with no choice but to force her from her position of power.
Of human souls, demon or not, there is no reason to be doing this.
They were uprising, Emily.
Charlie could only benefit from more allies joining the Hazbin Hotel, but Emily may have the most significant role when allowing sinners into heaven. We know redemption is possible thanks to Sir Pentious, but he may face many tribulations before settling into his new home. Emily can be the driving force behind him finding acceptance in heaven alongside other sinners Charlie manages to save. However, her involvement may become more strained if she falls from heaven, not because she strayed from the angelic role, but because she wasn't afraid to question heaven's rules.
Well, if you know so much, what do you think it takes to get into heaven?
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
Whatever you want. I go by whatever. Welcome to heaven.